The truth will set you free. Uh-oh.
States is fighting for its very existence. And if the Republic falls, we will go through a process of globalization and Sovietization that will make communist China and the nightmares we've seen in communist Russia look like a cakewalk. Again, thank you for joining us on this live Friday, September 25th, 2020 transmission. We are 117 days out from the inauguration. We are 38 days out from the election. Now, I'm sure you're noticing no one else is talking about the date to the inauguration. Everyone is talking about the election because we always know the day of who won. They know that. And they know the percentage of ballots that haven't been counted versus the calculation of what the numbers already are, so they can tell you by about 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night who's won. That's how they've done it. Now they tell you, oh, we put out 80 million ballots that blue states and blue cities just decided to put out in violation of federal law and many state laws, and it's going to take weeks or months. And when President Trump challenges that, we're going to use the military to remove him. Now, we've been talking about this for over a year when they were first floating it around at the Pentagon with former Obama-appointed individuals and commissioned officers. And we've done extensive, entire 3-hour, 4-hour shows on this. We've had expert guests on, constitutional lawyers. Our analysis is dead, bang on, 100% on target. This crescendo built until August 28th, when the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Milley, had to come out and say, the Democrats have asked us in a formal letter to say they'll remove President Trump if there's any type of election contesting. Under the Constitution, that is not our duty, and we cannot do that. Now that's been spun in the new talking point all over the news that the military is being asked by Trump to steal the election. Now you see what's going on there about. Now, why is this so seismic? We are 38 days from the Titanic hitting the damn iceberg. Then we're going to have a huge crisis of the Republic, of the dollar. Engineered race riots is the cover for this by the communist Chinese and by their cohorts. This is totally illegal, totally insane, totally reckless, totally horrible. Now what's going to happen when we hit the iceberg in 38 days? We'll then have 80 days or so to do the math. 38 subtracted from 117. And you get the number of days of total tumult and insanity and total internet kill switch that Obama put in place with big tech. They've announced that's going to be selectively enforced on a list of tens of millions of active Trump voters where your Twitter, your Facebook, your YouTube is not yours. They are saying they're going to lock your accounts starting election day. Watch. Even before the Democrats start contesting, which they'll do, oh, just give it 1 day to finish counting these ballots. And then it'll be, oh, it'll take a week. Oh, it's going to take 2 weeks. Oh, it's going to take a month. Just like, oh, 15 days, just cut back the curve, leave the hospitals open, and then here you are 8 months later, locked down. And so we are cruising directly. We have radar. We can see out on the horizon, 38 days out, let's say 38 miles out. We have the gigantic iceberg sitting there right in front of us. They didn't have radar when the Titanic hit. We do. And we're cruising right at the damn thing, and they're already preparing to tell you it's Trump's fault when they hit it on purpose. They're wrecking the election by steering it into the iceberg with the 80 million fake ballots and all the fraud and all the bust, and the Texas just indicted a town where they caught him red-handed engaged in massive election fraud. We'll be covering that coming up.
Ain't that the damn truth? So, when people are going to wake up? Well, I know who my God is. Keep driving by.